Okay, so I just want to show you what I have here. It's called the MOBO Board. Pretty cool because you can see, you know, you can pick your big toe here, and then the other toes, they are not allowed to grip, so you have to use your big toe. So what's neat about this is you can kind of hold on to here. And what I do is just try to work on balance first of all. So just get my toe on there, balance here, kind of work this, right? So simple balance will get the muscles working. There's a couple slots, you know, where you can kind of change the angle, but basically just trying to balance, keeping good form. And you can also work on rocking it, okay, just like this. And really trying to press through that big toe, okay, just like that. And do about 10-15 reps each side. You'll really feel it work in your calf and your other muscles in your shin and your bottom of your foot, muscles under your toes, all that stuff. So it's really good. Then you can change the slots. So that would be basically a different muscle group that you're using, kind of more of the muscles in the shins. You go here, and then you hang out on here, and you'll feel it. So like a whole different feeling because it's trying to move you into this way and this way. This is kind of the way a lot of people collapse their knee in. So kind of working this, holding this position, noticing that that might be more of a challenge. So you can practice with that and kind of work on that, and then work on rocking it back and forth if you can. Try to get that full range if you can. If you can't, that's all right. Just do your best. Usually it's hard to get to one or the other based on how tight you might be. So just do your best. The other thing to do is to basically have something here that you're holding onto, right? And now you're trying to rotate. So now you're trying to turn your body while balancing. Extra added bonus of work. You want to make sure you're not too sloppy on this. You want to make sure you're still using the big toe, you're not collapsing in too far, you're really compensating. So make sure the band's the right resistance and kind of pull across your body. If this feels too hard, or obviously a lot of people watching this may not have one, just ditch the board and then just try to balance here. And then just try to see how you do just rotating your body over your foot. See how I'm kind of moving my body and rotating. It really works all these muscles. Connects from the muscles in the bottom of the foot into the rotation of the tibia and also in the hip. So I'm working on getting myself really balanced and working here. Okay, so really feel that burn, and that's what I want. I want to feel this working and the bottom of my foot working. So it's a really helpful thing to keep working on. But and also with the MOBO board, you can actually use a band. So you can get this band. This is kind of a cool one that basically you can use this. I kind of use this as my doorstop. I kind of thread it through the slot like this, okay? What's gonna happen is, as I go here and I raise this up, this kind of pulls that edge to go this way more. So I'm trying to have to fight that resistance. So I just kind of work here, and it adds a little bit more work here. Pretty interesting stuff, how tiring that can get. And it's just amazing all these little dynamic things that you can do to work the foot. So that's a great thing to kind of practice on. So try that several reps. And then I also have this set up so I can lasso my ankle or even my shin bone. What we're trying to do is help control those aspects that want to have, a lot of folks have foot that want to collapse and the foot flattens out. And that causes a lot of pain because you're pushing off an uneven, unstable foot. So what we're trying to do, and just making sure this is correct and appropriate amount of resistance, so we just try to hold that. So it's trying to pull me that way. I'm trying to work my muscles to go against it. So if I have a certain fault that wants to go one way, we try to work on holding that. And that gets pretty hard. That's actually a good one to do. But just practicing it may not look hard, but you gotta practice it and see how you do. But there are other rocker boards that can be used kind of in off-axis. I found this to be pretty helpful. You look at J.D. Cherry's book on running rewired. He's got a whole section on this. I'm using this, so you can take a look at that. But I found that these are some basic moves you can really help get how your foot talks to your hip, how it talks to your body. Try to do your best here. So you can see also that the band is pulling me in. I can just do this statically. I can also see if I can up the ante, work on here, balance, and then touch my foot forward, do a little toe touch, and then toe touch back. You kind of see how I'm challenging myself That's what you want to do as well. You want to make it so it's challenging, not overwhelming. See, I have to touch down my foot every once in a while, that's fine. You can also do it where you see if you do it without touching. And I feel like I'm doing okay, I'm not doing great, but I can really feel everything working. Just want to make sure you watch maybe yourself in the mirror and see how you're looking. You want to make sure that the movement looks smooth and doesn't look sloppy every single rep. If it's every few reps and it's like, oh, that was a little hard, you might be in the right zone, but you don't want to make it so it's like, oh my gosh, it's so hard every single time you plop over. That's really, your body's not really learning much about that. But these are good drills that you can do using this board to kind of help the muscles work around the ankle, especially with folks with ankle sprains, but also just kind of getting better stabilizing while we're running. And obviously you can do, I just did the left foot, but you can take the slots out and, do the other side and, work them out as well. And so they're pretty powerful things to work with here. And then, you kind of work on all those different moves, but it's a really helpful thing for folks who've had ankle issues, but also even if you haven't, if you've had hip things or knee problems, usually there's something going on with your feet not working correctly, not getting that sense of where you are in terms of your balance of your ground as you move, and that's causing some issues for you. So let's have you work on some stuff like this. It's pretty amazing when I see folks work on this, how much they feel so much better when they run because they're more aware, they're feeling their feet, especially when your feet are in shoes all the time. Your shoes actually are kind of a cast that don't allow your foot to really feel the ground, and so it gets weaker and with less focus, right? You can't feel it as much, so you kind of gets, it's less awareness. So the more you can kind of do these kind of things, it can be really helpful for your running. So give it a try, see how you do. Thanks.